Hi, my name is Steven Kalek. I'm the floor contractor working in that field for over 10 years. Today we will be talking about the installation of the hard surface type of a flooring that is called laminated flooring, or in short how people call it just laminate. There are two reasons why people install this type of a flooring the most. First one is it's so easy to install, and the second one is it is not as expensive as hardwood, but still has pretty much the same look like the hardwood flooring. First you need to inspect the floor to see if the structure of the subfloor would be good enough for the new floor to be installed over it, or if you are installing it over existing flooring, that needs to be checked over to see if we can install laminated floor over the existing flooring. In this particular case we have vinyl flooring laid down over the concrete slab, which is acceptable flooring that the laminated flooring can be installed over it. The second thing that we need to inspect is to check for high or low spots on the surface that we will be covering. There is a way how you can determine whether the flooring could be installed under current condition of the existing flooring or not. It should be, if there is any irregularities on the subfloor or the floor, it shouldn't be bigger than 3/16 of an inch over the span of 8 feet in length. So we just check for if the floor is flat or if it has high spots or the sways or low spots. If there are low spots involved, we have to fill it in with the special cement-based compound and level it to the with the rest of the flooring that is straight. If, for instance, there would be a high spot on the floor, we would have to grind that down to the point where it would be flat. In this particular case, as we are inspecting this floor, it seems like we will be having no trouble and the floor prep will not be needed. We would just be able to go over it with a laminated floor. Also, subfloor has to be tested for moisture level. For laminated flooring to be installed over the subfloor shouldn't have a level of moisture higher than 5 pounds per 1,000 square feet in 24 hours by calcium chloride test method. In this particular case, there is no problem with the moisture. The first phase is to install moisture protection, moisture barrier under the laminated flooring. We need to install first kind of a cushion that quiets beat of our steps as we walk over the final product installed, and also on the other side it has a plastic polyfilm that is a moisture barrier. So this is 2-in-1, both moisture barrier and the cushion that quiets beat of our steps. Once you install it there, that is prepared for laying down your planks of laminated flooring. When we start laying planks of laminated flooring, we need to prepare spacers that would be 1/4 inch thick, that would be all around the parameters of our flooring that we will be installing. So this is how it goes. You take the first plank, lay it down, put a spacer on the side, on both sides that will be facing any wall, and you push it into it. So we have a space on the other side of the plank that is 1/4 inch on both sides. You take a new plank, you have to offset it so it's not the same length but shorter than the first one. So you put the spacer on this side again, and then you angle it like that, hold the first plank and push this one down to lock in, and it locks nicely into their locking system. Then you take the third plank that is above shorter, so the next one will be offset in reference to this joint point. You take the spacer again, position it here, angle it, hold the previous one and push this one down. Once you have your first row or first line of planks assembled, then it's easier. You just take the new plank and this tongue that is on this side, you push into this interlock system groove along the long seam, and then hold on the previous line or row and push this one firmly down until it locks nicely in. Now it's locked in along this long seam, but it's not locked in on the short side. So what you need to do, you use this type of a tapping block that you put on the one side, on the short side of this side, and you tap it in until it locks on this short side. I need a little bit more. Now this is nicely locked in on both sides, and then this is how you continue. You take a new plank, a spacer on this side, engage it into the interlock, hold the previous line and push this one down until it locks. Just like that. Then again, another plank, engage it into the tongue and groove locking system here, hold the previous line, push it down, and again the same procedure when you tap it from the bottom of the plank to get joint on this shorter side. That's how it goes. Once the floor is finished, completed, we take all these spacers out and we put trims that would nicely close the edge that was cut around the parameters, and our job is done.
It's so easy, you can do it.